Hello, my loves. All right, so we are doing OMAD now. I'm on week 1 of OMAD. This last weight loss journey, I really thought that I was going to figure it out. I really thought that I was going to make it happen. I'm down, 10 pounds, maybe 10 pounds. So we're trying something different. I really bought into this whole idea of eating 1 meal a day because looking back, I did do 1 meal a day here and there, and I had really good days when I did it. I not only got to eat whatever I wanted, I didn't feel deprived, but I also felt like, okay, I made progress today because I ate less calories, because that's the whole thing behind OMAD is it just brings your overall calorie count down, which is really what's going to get us to lose weight, all that good stuff. I think the biggest thing for me is to feel like each day I can make progress instead of this like, okay, this is what I learned this week. Like, okay, maybe next week this will be like the key thing to figure out. And now with this OMAD, like eating 1 meal a day, it's actually like, okay, check. Like today was progress on the diet, which is what's going to get me to lose the weight. So I'm excited about it. I want to share with you guys like all of the benefits from this week. I'm absolutely loving this because I'm not doing it the right way. I want to progress into eating clean, but basically I'm eating whatever I want for 1 meal a day. I can just like, okay, whatever I want, I can have it. So I don't feel deprived, but then also my calorie count still comes down. So I'm making progress on my diet to lose actual weight. It's not like, okay, next week. That's the biggest plus for me right now. But also like my mood's better. There's this whole history about how back in the day, we used to hunt all day for food. And when we don't have food to digest in our system, all of our energy is available for our brain. So I think clearer, I have better focus. The biggest thing is really just feeling like I'm not fighting up a wall and that I'm still making progress. One of my favorite things is that I wake up with a flat tummy. You know, I don't have all of the bloating and my digestion has gotten better. Not only do I know I'm making progress in my diet, but I can feel it because I'm not so bloated. I feel like my tummy's shrinking. My amount of food that I eat is going down. One of the best things that I'm really noticing is that like my appetite and desire for food is slowly starting to change. Instead of eating 3 pieces of pizza, I'll have 1 piece of pizza. And I'm still not eating good, healthy foods, to be completely honest. You guys know I'm always going to be honest with you. I'm still not eating those good foods that I need to be eating. But I think this is kind of like a really good mind trick for me because I'm not depriving myself. It's not like flipping a switch, but I'm gradually starting to notice these changes where it's like, because I don't know why, but because I'm fasting each day and I'm only eating 1 meal, like when it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to eat this for tomorrow. And when it comes that time, for some reason, that desire to like keep eating, even though I'm full, is starting to slowly go away. It's not completely gone, but I'm starting to know these kind of changes. And the way I do my OMAD is, for me, a lot of people like to do nighttime, but for me, I like to do my meal around like between 1 and 3 because in the morning I wake up and like I can fight off a little hunger until 1 o'clock and then eat, and then by the time that meal's done, it holds me till about 6 or 7 o'clock maybe, and then by then it's like, okay, just hold off a few more hours, everything will be different once you wake up in the morning, and then over again. So it's good because I am still, doing something I don't want to do. That's what gives us change, is doing something that we're uncomfortable with. So I still get a little bit of that in there, but not so much that I just like, I'm gonna wear myself out too fast. And this little by little thing, like right now I'm still eating junk food and stuff, but that's how I lost weight a long time ago. I remember like, okay, let me just cut out sodas first, and then I moved to flavored sparkling ice water or water drinks, and then from there to water. So it's like always like a small step process for me. The small step process is always the best for me because it gets really ingrained. It's not something that I have to like fight so hard for. It just slowly becomes a habit. It slowly becomes cemented into my lifestyle. I'm okay with this for right now, and then slowly getting into eating a little bit cleaner. Like for for today, I'm gonna have like chicken, squash and zucchini, and some roasted red potatoes. I'm not trying to make it like, okay, from now on, but like here and there, I'm just starting to try and work in like healthier meals, slowly letting those junk food meals go. That way I'm not like depriving myself. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. It's awesome. It feels like I get to have my cake and eat it too. So although this does mean it's going to take longer, I think the difference is now I've kind of accepted that I'm just not going to get a certain amount of weight off in a certain amount of time, because that's totally what I've been doing. I'm like, okay, by week 16, okay, by this time, like I really, really wanted that. But now I kind of feel good about this, that this is going to be worth the wait to slowly go through it. And I've just kind of accepted like, okay, I've really tried, I've been trying, and now let's just, you know, instead of like getting my hopes up so big and then being disappointed, I'm just gonna go with the flow and see how it goes and just take it from there. Probably one of like the biggest reasons why I feel like, okay, it may actually happen for me this time is because you guys know I always talk about the mindset, how important that is, and I'm really starting to feel a really huge focus on myself. I've talked about it before, how like, oh, I've got to focus on myself and I got to focus on what I'm doing. I consciously have known that, but I haven't really bought in on it yet. And I feel like maybe I'm starting to really buy in on it because, you know, I just started thinking about things in life, and usually most issues we have in life, the answer can be, this is my personal belief, the answer can kind of be pulled back into work on being your best self. No matter what the issue is, usually if you can improve yourself, things always tend to work out a little bit better. And so I'm really starting to be like, you know, I'm putting more and more focus on myself. Like I'm here today for a Saturday run, which I haven't done in a long time, probably since the last time I videoed it. And it's easy to put off, and it is hard for me to be like, Charlena, it's worth it. Like, make sure you pour into yourself, all of this stuff, be the best self you can. It's hard to do that because it's easy to look at other things in life and see the benefit of putting everything else in front. And, you know, it's just so true that, you know, putting yourself, even if you can't see it, like it's hard sometimes, it's always better to pour into ourselves first. So even though I'm not like completely there yet, I'm at least making myself go through the motions, because I know, I just trust that the more I can pour into myself, the better person I am for everybody else. And I know that because in the past, when I was pouring into myself all the time, I felt it in my entire life. Not just, oh, I'm glad that I lost weight. It was, my whole life is a lot better, because even though it's hard to like pull away and say, okay, I need to take this time for me, I need to go do this for me, or not even like going and doing stuff, but just putting ourselves first. When we do that, everything else just is so much better. I think it's like, you know, we just fill up our tank and we are just like a better person for everyone in our lives. So I am trying to get myself to just right now trust it and go through the actions and be aware of my mentality, be aware of my thoughts, and make sure that everything I'm doing is for the best version of myself. What's going to give me the best version of myself? Who do I want to be? And I remember saying that in videos before, like, oh, I just spend all my time like, who do I want to be? And I was a better person for it. My life was better. Those around me got the benefit of me being able to present my best self. So excited for this OMAD. The downfall so far is I have noticed some dizziness, a little bit of vertigo. That's the only drawback I see so far. It may be my body readjusting, not getting enough sodium in. So I'll be working on that next week and give you guys an update on how everything goes. All right, so my first day I weighed in at 193.3, and then my final day I weighed in at 192.1. So I'm down 1.2 pounds so far. So hopefully, even if it's just 1 pound a week, let's get this ball rolling, because last time it was 16 weeks and 10 pounds. So we're gonna get it this time. Anyway, so I'm gonna go get my run in. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah.